So tonight we're supposed to be in Matthew 8, but hey, it's Easter. So I figured we'd talk about Easter this week. Sounds good? All right, well, in the Gospels, we find that Jesus was given a proper burial in Joseph of Arimathea's tomb. So who was this guy? Who was Joseph of Arimathea? Well, while there's not much information in the Bible about him, there are certain things that we can glean from the text. In Luke 23:50, we learn that Joseph was actually a part of the council, or Sanhedrin, the group of Jewish religious leaders who called for Jesus' crucifixion. However, we read on to verse 51, we find that Joseph was actually opposed to the council's decision and was in fact a secret follower of Jesus. So Joseph was a wealthy man, although the source of his wealth is unknown. Now, in addition, the Bible refers to Joseph as a good and upright man. Jesus was crucified on Friday, the day before the Sabbath. And according to Jewish customs, the dead must be buried before the Sabbath. So Jesus died at the 9th hour of the day. It only left Joseph 3 hours to prepare and bury the body. Fortunately, John mentions that Nicodemus helped him. You remember Nicodemus? He was a Pharisee who asked Jesus about salvation in John chapter 3. Anyways, since Joseph was rich, he probably had other men to help. Now, executed criminals in Rome were often left on the cross to publicly display their bodies. But Jewish law in Deuteronomy 24 says that executed bodies must be buried. So, crucified bodies in Jerusalem were thrown into a mass grave, but not their family's burial site. The fact that Joseph of Arimathea gave up his family's tomb, and considering that it's a new rock-cut tomb, shows the sacrifice he was willing to give to Jesus. And this also fulfills a prophecy in Isaiah that says, "He was assigned a grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, though he had done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth." So there you go, a little bit about Joseph of Arimathea, and that's enough today for our historical minute.